Let's play this game. Continue. The don't exactly remember where I'm supposed to go, but I'm interested in exploring, at least for now, to see what kind of repercussions have occurred since I became Lynx. So I'll be doing a little bit of exploration here. Appears to be still nothing going on here. I'm super tired. I think I didn't go to sleep until like 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. I don't remember exactly. Are they gonna freak out? Oh, demi-humans. What do you monsters want from us? Excusez-moi, geezer. What kind of attitude is that? I will kick your booty, I guess. To the moon if you talk to my Lynx. Omeka. Omesa. Something. Freak. Freak here is you, sucker. My. Oh my, what parts do you hail from? Doesn't matter much. Customers are my business. Show me what you got. Silver swallow. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't know how silver comes from Mithril, but you know, we don't question these things. We're good on that. This is 3 attack. We want this is 3 defense. You know what? I think I have enough money. I have enough money. Get something else going there. It's been quite a while since I encountered a demi-human in this village. I hear you only find demi-humans in Goldove and aboard the Zelbes these days. Well, hello there. Huh, who are you folks? Demi-humans, huh? Just don't cause any trouble in our village, okay? Okay. Is it supposed to be moving like that? Wow, awesome. You're for real, right? Are you a human cat or a cat human? Do you like catnip? Of course. I thought so. I guess you are what you eat. Grandma also told me that how you look on the outside is a reflection of what's in your heart. Ah, who are you? What do you want? Oh, I know. You're after my sawfish, aren't you? Am I right? Well, I got no fishes for a stray cat like you. Now scram. Right, sucker. Let's see how it is. I don't talk to demi-humans. Now scram. Record of Fate makes no mention of me meeting a demi-human. No, no, you must be mistaken. The record of fate never makes mistakes. Ganji will never live up to Radius's legacy as village chief. Oh, Chief Radius, please come back soon. Boy. Heard you dress funny, mister. You look like a cute kitty cat. Me a bit busy right now, maybe next time. I thought in the real world, Radius was still here. Chief Radius has been acting strange lately. He stares out towards Termina with thought-filled eyes. Actually, he gets like this every year at this time. Maybe it has something to do with the Viper Festival. Oh, y'all got one of these here, but you don't share. You're not from this village, are you? Then again, you're not even human. I'm demi-human. Hello? That's human in the name? I have some nerve to try to use our record of fate. Go somewhere else. What a sucker. Well, this is unusual. What business does a demi-human like you have with the chief? Chief isn't here. He said he was going out for a stroll. Radius might know what's going on. He might know what's going on. It's very doubtful he knows what's going on, but he might know what's going on. Hey, yo, mama! Oh my, a demi-human in our village. Strongly advise you to be on your guard. Village folks don't take too kindly to demi-humans. Still keeping them animation. I like to keep the curtains up myself, you know? I like the light pouring in. He's nice. What's up, Dante? It is messed up. I agree with that. Bunch of sucker-foo suckers. My house, enter at own risk. A long time since I've seen a demi-human. Have the gates to the great beyond opened up. I just hope nothing bad happens. Look here, that cat belongs to me. She is not your lunch, got it? I would never eat a gato as a gato. That's gato. Died. Wow, you sure are strange looking. Are you a cat man? You're not gonna bite my head off or scratch me to death, are you? But I'm not afraid of you. I'm big and strong. Besides, my Sergi will protect me. Sergi? I see. Serge would do that for you. If that is the case, then you are safe. No one will be able to hurt you. I know. Go there. Got to add a sucker? Who or what are you? What do you want? What? No way. You're Sergi? You? Give me a break. Our Sergi is human. Read my lips, human. Not a demi-human like you. You're full of it. Well, what shall you do, Monsieur Lynx? Nobody in your village believes that you are Serge. Of course we don't believe you. Everyone in this village knows Sergi. I'm not going to be fooled by a bunch of demi-humans like you. I don't know what you jokers are up to, but just get the heck out of our village. Thanks. Let's go here. Oh my goodness. The boost has started. How come the boost doesn't appear over here? The demi-human Lynx. I may have heard something about him when I was in Termina. I don't recall the details, but I believe he was a good friend of General Viper. Don't tell me you're... demi-human, have you heard anything about them group of thieves on the mainland? If you ask me, You guys look a lot more menacing than those radical dreamers I've been hearing about. Hey man, I'm just kidding. They say cats have 9 lives. But watch it out there, fella. The village folk have a short temper. Yeah, I can see that. They also have strange rat dogs. Humana, sure is pretty. What a knockout this dancer Mickey is. The port town of Termina has its share of dancers, but no one, I say no one, compares to Mickey. But mind you, I've never actually seen Mickey dance. Oh, I'd love to see them jiggle. I'm talking about her arms, of course. Oh wait, Nikki is a girl in this world. Interesting. Yowzer, I thought you were Surge. Very, very interesting. Oh, hi there. Don't worry, I don't judge books by their covers. You can talk to me. But actually, you really are quite scary looking. Please go away. Hey, why don't you go talk to our chief, Radius? You might wind up in a fight hanging around here. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Yes, what is it? Has word of my gourmet cooking even reached the ears of you demi-humans? Huh? No? Then what ya doing in here? Can't you see you're hurting my business? Get out of here. Found Hecarim bone. What the suckerfoo is a Hecarim? Huh, ivory helmet. You're funny. Hecarim is a big angry bird. Okay. Yes. I guess it doesn't belong to Skelly. Unfortunate. Get out the way, kid. Lynx? Please, just don't wreck our boats. Please, I beg of you. We live a quiet, humble life in this here village. There's no way any of us would oppose you. Still worrying about your boats, I see. Ah, who are you? What, Surge? No, that's a lie. What the heck is going on? Sorry, but I don't believe you. How am I supposed to believe you're Surge when you look like that? I'm sorry. What? I don't have any business with you demi-humans. If I let you on my boat, I might end up waking up the dead. I'm very superstitious, you know. How do you think I lived to be this old? Got a point. And I pop in when you saw someone playing one of your favorite childhood games. It still makes me happy that, because basically the only communication that I hear about Chrono Cross is how it is not a good game, and it's not a appropriate sequel to Chrono Trigger and stuff like that. So it's nice to get those people to pop in and be like, you know what? This game is great. Can I talk to you? Hello? Oh, a feline demi-human. I've never seen anything like you. Are you from the Zenin continent? Zenan. Heard about a man named Lynx who used to visit General Viper up in Termina. Could you be him? That's silly. Please, mister, please don't eat my Celine. Oh my. Who, may I ask, are you? I don't believe we know any demi-humans. There is nothing in particular. I ask that you please leave. It may not seem so, but we are busy. It may not seem so. It isn't so. I've come to eat your children. Wow, what a surprise. How long's it been since I last saw a demi-human? What, you're Surge? That's a good one. So, how does Surge end up becoming a terrifying demi-human like you? Word of advice. Don't go telling this to everyone you see. The villagers might not find it funny. We villagers don't take too kindly to demi-humans, and everyone here likes Surge. Otto, you're blocking this ladder that probably most likely does not go anywhere. Okay, well, this was an entertaining diversion. To keep Howl. You absolutely love this game and the huge variety of characters and their stories and motivations. Alright, excellent. Most excellent. Surge and Lena. Oh, ever. So far, I would say, you know, I'm having a good time with this game. Combat's weird in a good way. Story, don't quite know what's going on in the story, but you know, we'll get there. There we go. Would there be any reason for me to revisit old dungeons? I hope not. Before doing this. The reason I'm going here, I don't plan on trying to go back to the other world. I think Radius might be here. I am incorrect. Look like the thing to go to the other world is even here anyway, so don't have to worry about that. And don't worry about the story, it'll click later. Well, that's kind of what I'm worried about. I started writing down my thoughts on this game today because I keep forgetting. And for the most part, I'm definitely worried that they're just gonna do a plot dump at the end and try to make it all have sense. Here's hoping they don't do that. Step aside. Who the? Ori Army is currently investigating the area. It is off limits to the general public. Our investigation should be completed soon. Please don't scratch my eyes out. Investigation should be over soon. Please don't stare at me like that. Okay. The only place I haven't been, Blizzard Rock. Alright, but scratch his eyes out. Can't disrespect everybody that just stumbles on by, Dante. Upasa. Radius. Where are you? Oh, okay. It wasn't like running away or anything like that, so I was like, can I actually talk to you? Oh, you're moving a little quick. We don't need to scrap. You can think of it as you're learning everything as the main character does in a way. Well... I mean, it's... I think that's an interesting explanation, but it's not really helpful when your character is a silent protagonist that doesn't comment on anything that's happening. Alright, so Radius is not here. Actually, Radius could be here. Let's check. There. Radius is not there. Good morning, Mana Dryad. Alrighty. Now we gotta really do the searching for Radius. Radius could be anywhere. What's wrong, Lynx? Don't tell me the dimensional gate won't open. You be in hot water now. Of course it won't open. The missing piece to this world has been found. There is nothing we can do. You are now just an unwanted piece. Very interesting. What are you going to do now, Lynx? How about we go explain your situation to your mother? We may be able to find something out. You're joking. You want me to go all the way back to that village where I already talked to everybody? Fuck a fool. Fuck a fool. Alright. Mama! Pretty sure that fish wasn't moving last time I was in this village. Like, when I was Surge. Might you be? May I help you? What? What did you just say? You're Surge. Please explain to me exactly what is going on here. Well, you see... I see. So that man told you to go to the Sea of Eden. I really don't know about dimensional distortions or about the other world, but if, like you say, something big is really on the verge of happening, it may have all started 14 years ago on the night of the storm. That night your father, Wazuki, and his friend Miguel set out to sea despite a storm. It was an emergency. They were swallowed by the high waves and lost consciousness. When they came to, they found themselves inside the Dead Sea. A place where no living creature dares enter. I don't know what he saw or what happened, but that incident changed your father. And your father's friend Miguel, that was Lena's father. He never returned. Back then, that place wasn't called the Dead Sea. Yes, I believe they called it the Sea of Eden. That was 14 years ago. They're the ones everybody is talking about. The Radius. What's up, Radius? No, this can't be. Are you Lynx? You're still alive? Step outside, Lynx. For I, too, was once a valiant member of the Acacia Dragoons. I must put a stop to you. La la la. Geezer, I wouldn't show off like that. That is, if you want to live. Do not underestimate the power of Monsieur Lynx. One blow and it's off to the other world with you. Silence. Now step outside. You're about to pull out the sword. Wait. We're not stepping outside. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Just gonna fight in my house. On guard. You are wind elements. selected element before his turn came up. And you can't tell me otherwise. So we need lightning. I don't think we have any lightning. We do have a little bit of lightning, but I'll probably pack more of a punch. Hit you with something like... Actually... Oh, I don't have it. Oh, I need a turn white. Alright, let's just hit you with Meteorite +3. Can I have Razzle back, or Razly, whatever her name is? Razly was the bomb diggity. Let's doppelgang. What's a snob goblin? I think I've seen one of those before. Electricity. Do you have it? Sort of. Let's go with the weaken. Weaken sounds fun. Long shots. Interesting. Feral cats. Random lens flare right there. I'll hit eventually. 95%. This could hurt. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Bush Basher. Wow. That is disappointing. Unbelievably disappointing. Man, it is getting cold. Let's hit you. No, let's see what Moonshine does. Magic defense. I guess. Oh, this is gonna hurt too. Go with the heal wall just in case. He could have a final move that will absolutely destroy us. There could also be a fight after this, because they've been doing that a lot to us lately. Stand defeated. That's what you get, old man. But you can take me. Lynx and his friends. I don't even care about the stats of my two party members. I do not sense any malice in your attacks. Do you really mean to tell me that you are not Lynx? And is it true that the general is still active in the other world? Here, the general has been missing for the past 3 years now. Understood. I shall accompany you. What? We may still have a chance to save the general and Riddell in the other world. Zut. Whatever that is supposed to mean. This geezer is only going to get in the way. The only person getting in the way is you, Harley. Alright. Welcome aboard, Radius. You're a G. 25 strength. I might have to keep Harley in just for a little while longer. Get rid of a Sprig.
Just like old times.
First, we must head to Termina and gather news about General Viper's disappearance from this world. Don't worry, we will find a clue to return to the other world. Apparently I am Burns. Elements, allocate. Okay, what do we've got? Turn green. Aren't you green? Why would you want to turn someone green? Let's turn them white. Bye, Mom. Yeah. Nothing to say, Mom? You ain't gonna say nothing, Mom? You ain't got nothing to say, Mom? Long shot. Foe from afar with Chi Aura. Swing your staff faster than the eye can see. Why does everybody want to bring up Magnify? Don't want Magnify. Tornado element. I don't know who I would learn that from. I really don't know what I want on this guy. I think we're just going to give you that. We're going to get rid of Magnify. We're going to give you Electro Bolt here. We'll keep Magma Burst. Arrow Blaster. Eagle Eye, I'm not too crazy about. Let's give you a Magma Bomb. Fire Pillar, I guess, is okay. I guess this is all okay. Let's get rid of this fireball for like an uplift. A little bit more variety in our magical spell compositions here. Right, and you are of the darkness. And you running out of slots to put things. We got photon ray, I guess. Actually, we have enough of that. Do we have another, like, black? Level 1 black? There we go, gravity blow. I need to remove this, recover all. Let's put a gravity blow there. I think I had it at level 3, but I also think I had more level 3 slots than this. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't want to do that. I want to spread out my stuff. Go photon beam, because you have heal all. We can give radius. We can give radius. Recover all. Sprig is a she? Yeah, I learned that yesterday too. When they're like she, and I was like, wait, hold on a second. What is this? Yeah, Sprig early on isn't super strong, but there is a being she can copy later on that makes her really useful in a fight. I figured, you know, with a character like that, that would more or less be the case. It makes sense that you know, being able to copy whatever enemies you want could be very useful. And if you know what all the enemies are and what elements they are and what abilities they have, then that would be a really nice thing. Unfortunately, I don't have any of that knowledge, so that character is more or less useless to me. You assume so, like a really old goblin woman? That gives you grandma vibes. There he is again. Why does he look like that? What is he? Our investigation is done. Let's get the heck out of here. I want to go back to Poré. Porá. You will not be deceived. You know, when I see the word deceived, I think back to when Star Wars The Old Republic was announced. And there was this cinematic that was released. And it was called Deceived. It's a really great cinematic. If you've never seen it before, it was done by Blur Studios. It was really, really, really good. I don't necessarily recommend you play Star Wars The Old Republic, but, you know, the cinematic is really good. Deceived. Go watch it. Great. You know, Radius, you need a little bit more HP. Kind of struggling with that. I forgot to equip Radius. That would be helpful. You have an iron mail. Alright, let's see. What can I give you? Give you some loopies. One magic. Or we'll allow you to throw down the gauntlet. Okay, so I have the hero's medal and the hero's shield, but I'm pretty sure I don't have Korcha's recover all still. This is crazy. Also, I don't have... Oh, okay, there it is right there. I don't know what I want to do here, so... I'll give you the Profiteer's Purse. Oh, you know what? I forgot to unequip Sprig. That's why. Although it doesn't seem like Sprig really had much, so let's just give you 2 Dragoon Gauntlets. I expect great things from you, Radius. Don't let me down. know what game had an insane ad campaign? Halo 3. That Believe campaign with the huge diorama. I don't remember that at all. Thanks received the infrared vision frame. Yeah, I'm never equipping that. Can I go over here now? Nope. I don't want to fight these guys, but I'll fight these guys. With bonkos. Bonkos. Hey, yo, man, it's Bonko. Rongo. Don't you dare poison me. Bingo, banko, bonko. I didn't play Halo 3. I'm pretty sure I played Halo 1 co-op with a friend, and I think we beat it like one night. We were just oh right, I forgot that you do this. Okay, you're hitting ridiculously hard. One night oh, you're dead. Goodbye. Okay, we somehow we just played it until it was over. It was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Weird to put UI frames in treasure chests. Also disappointing. Maybe they should have given those to NPCs. That would have been kind of appropriate. Okay. If we free fall you, you will surely die from this. Alright, you died. My mind has been put at ease. Yeah, I don't like any of the quote fancy frames that they have been giving me. Right, I'm not really a fan of fighting those guys. Missed the roll. I'm kind of confused, like, and I can't walk on this, this, like, spine of a dragon or something. I guess can't do anything with this big egg. We'll give it to somebody to cook. Oh, yep, back's still killing me. You don't want the smoke, little dog. Little dog. Let's figure out how to go to the main menu and save. Where do I want to go first? Termina. Oh yeah, this place looks very different. I was gonna say the outside looks different. Lynx, how dare you have the nerve to return to this town? Get out of here. Looks like the young'uns, an unwanted guest here too. Humans are very selfish, no? To think that they used to bow their heads down to curry favor with Monsieur Lynx. They're always searching for someone or something to lay their blame on. Well, seems like I don't have to leave if I don't want to. Hey, stay for free, let's do this. Curious, when you broke into the mansion near the start of the game, which route did you choose? Yeah, I chose Pierre. Unfortunately. Pierre turned out to not be a very useful, turned out to be not a very useful party member, and he was just as annoying as Harley. I'm on patrol duty. Don't bother me. Apparently, I can go in here all I want. Oi, Lisa. Welcome. We're low on stock right now, but please look around. What you got? Okay. Oh, we're gonna take these. Pure Plus. That sounds very useful. Heal all? Very useful. We could probably use some more of these tablets. Yeah, you got the good stuff now. Arrow Blaster. We don't need that many. More element stuffs. Harley Quinn. I'd like to give you a heal all. Then we can get rid of Genius. Actually, do I want to do that? You know what? I think I want to do that. We can get rid of Capsule. Maybe not get rid of Capsule. Regular Cure is level 1, right? But level 2 is probably the exact same. That's just how these things work. On to other people. we don't have to give you this here. We can give you an arrow blaster here, which appears to be a stronger version. Maybe instead put a bush blaster here. I like putting a graviton here would be better, but no, I don't know what I'm doing. You always went with Glenn. I was going to choose that particular person because he reminded me of a certain someone else, and you know, I tried to double dip. Didn't work. Are you looking for my father? I'm very sorry, but he's out in the forest gathering mushrooms. I haven't told him that we're doing inventory tomorrow. I wonder when he'll be coming back. That mushroom hobby of his drives me crazy. One day he's going to turn into a mushroom himself. Oh, that. Still no badgers, though. Is this a certain someone else from Trigger? No. This is someone from the Legend of Heroes games. Rails games. Even though I'm here relaxing, I can't shake away this mystery from my mind. Will you listen to my story? It happened about 3 years ago. General Viper and his men disappeared from the manor. We searched the manor for them, but found no traces. I can only guess that they were spirited away. What in the world could have happened? To think that the same thing could happen to me someday. I just can't help being afraid, even when I'm trying not to think about it. That guy Norris sure is cocky. He's still young, but he doesn't hesitate to voice his opinion without any flattery. He never loosens up and doesn't seem interested in having any kind of fun. Now he's the best of the Termina division. Gosh, he's so elite. The dragon's glory is a head above the rest. It seeps down deep, just as it's rumored to be. And this rare dried lizard dish is great too. Of course, you can't forget the local specialty, squid gut pasta either. And that's how I get fatter with each one. Been quite some time since I've been around here, but it's nice and peaceful compared to the mainland. Not like I had anything fun to do back home either. Maybe I should just stay here forever. Boy, you, weren't you the guy at Sir Viper's Manor? Get yourself out of here. Our beautiful Termina has been turned into a mess because of you. We don't serve your kind here. But I'm not a droid. It's such a pity the statue of Master Viper that I've polished every day has been changed to this. The once magnificent manor is also long gone. If only Master Viper were here, none of this would have happened. If it isn't Sir Lynx, it's a great relief to see that you're safe. Something. Sir Lynx, you're still alive, sir. There's nothing here in this old shack, but would you like some tea or something? Get out, you big stray cat. I don't like you. Now there. Stop that. Father's the one who is always saying it. If this guy never came here, we wouldn't be in this mess. No, Sir Lynx. Well, you see, it's just kids talk. There's this stray cat that steals our fish around here, so it's really a nuisance. Come on now, you apologize too. We're really sorry. Yeah. Make sure I don't bite your head off and claw your eyes out. Fucker. This is the Pore Army's state-of-the-art weaponry. As long as we have this, the citizens of Termina wouldn't dare revolt against us. I'm sort of now coming to the exact realization that Pore and Pore's the place that they were trying to stop from invading. So like over here we have a kind of a separate, I don't want to say timeline, but like a separate course of events. Grandma's been worried sick ever since the Pore Army took her grandson away. Loved him so much. Hope he's alright. Oh, my poor Skelly. I pray that you are safe. Oh, maybe I can give her the bones? Oh, finicky. How about heavy skull? Pelvic bone. Sturdy ribs. Alright. Actually, go yell at this guy. Compared to the mainland, there's nothing special around here, but the view here cannot be matched. Thinking of moving over here permanently to enjoy the country life. If they ain't got no houses for you, gonna do then. They're both not the correct way. Let's go this way first. See you kids get rid of that dog. Oh, that Paul. He's working hard to join the Black Wind of Pore. Wonder if he'll ever tell me I'll be your wind. The key to gunfights is balance. It's not just a matter of shooting. That's what Mr. Norris said. So I'm running around training myself to stay on my toes. Mr. Norris must have gotten strong the same way. I know you ain't talking about Chuck. This knight Glenn, I hear, is an extremely hot-tempered and hard-headed guy. My, that's why prehistoric soldiers like knights are such a nuisance. This Dario person seems to have been an exceptionally dignified man. If he's still alive, we should enlist him into the Black Wind. From what I've heard, this shack is where Dario and his brother Glenn lived in. Some people claim to have seen him, so we're currently looking for this Dario, but just when we thought the Acacia Dragoons were gone, this troublemaker decides to come back. If you find any information about him, let us know. Will do. So Dario's alive in this time. Very, very interesting. Can't bear watching him. Master Zappa just hasn't been the same, or hasn't been himself ever since his son Karsh disappeared. He doesn't concentrate on his work and often stares out the window. Gosh, he's not some kind of love-struck youth or something. He's just not behaving normally. I'm not going to become a blacksmith here, so I'm going to switch over to being a trader. Need anything? Sure. What you got? What is with all these, like, colors next to these? Yellow elements only. 8 levels worth. Oh, Mithril. I have some electro bolts that I can give you. I have some capsules. Okay, interesting. Come by when you need something. Master Zappa, join me party. Aye, that should do it. This here forge has always been a fire since olden times. It's sad to see it without its blaze. My apologies, closing the shop for my own selfish desires. I've had to listen to you for the longest time, and I don't want to hear you say it's foolish now. Never mind that, dear. So you're really going? Aye. Now that I don't have the shop no more, like say, it's time to finish what we started long ago. You stay here and wait for Karsh's return. It's already been 3 years. These years haven't been too good to us. Our best patrons, the Dragoons, disappear, and Pori military gets on our butts. Well, since we've had such bad luck till now, I'm sure things will be good here on out. Our son's probably fine as well. Aye. Join me, and together we will destroy the Sith. Radius, it's been a while. How fares the village? You need not worry about the village. There are bigger things to concern us. I'm guessing you're no from around here. Do you ken a thing called the rainbow? It's a superb material that can be forged into anything. Thinking of searching for this rainbow. You wouldn't mind if I joined ye, aye? You know what? I need to get rid of Harley. Aye, great. Then I'll give you a wee token. Use this anytime, and I'll find ye and do my job anywhere ye are. Give my word. That's cool. That's very cool. Welcome aboard, Zappa. Alright. 27 strength. This leaves us without a magic caster that is not Lynx. But we can always find someone to replace Zappa. Zappa kablappa blam. Probably equip Zappa. Great hammer. So, do I have anything for accuracy? What is it, loopies? We don't have any loopies. Sight scope. moon glasses. Should be okay for now. Oh, hold on. Gotta do elements. Can't forget about that. Alright, what are you rocking? I don't think you need 2 heal alls, but why not? Magnify, though? I'm really annoyed by these magnifies. Give you a magma burst. And, or a low res. Ooh, 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 ooh. Actually. You know what, actually? Come to think of it, maybe it's not worth it for him to have heal all. Hold on, let me check his stats again. 8 magic. Yeah. At the very least, his low-level heals are not going to be very good. Rather give him some other stuff. You know what, come to think of it now, I'm gonna remove all your elements. I want to give him turn blue. And I think we'll put it at level 4. See what happens. As I can find it. Turn blue. Where you at? Oh, it's... There we go. Capsule's good. Feel like I shouldn't have Magma Burst here, and instead a Revive. That sounds fantastic. Alright. Me, I love boats, but I can't become a sailor because I get seasick. That's why I decided to become a ship craftsman and build the fastest and awesomest boat ever made. My first step is to watch all the boats here and research. Ain't I smart? And of all the boats I've seen, that boat at the docks is the best and fastest of them all. Wish I could build one like it. That's like the exact dialogue that you had in the other world. Funny how some people will just remain the same in their entire life. Looks like Van and Go are on hard times in this time, or this version of the world. Alright, I'm still going to be honest with you. This painting does not look great. Are you Van's friends? He's over in the back room. least knock before you enter. You guys tourists, if you want, I'd be willing to guide you around. Of course, there's a small fee involved. I think it's a bargain. How about it? I don't think we need you. That's so. Well, it's your loss. I don't think we need you right now. The lucky charm, Lucky the cat. I don't think we need Van. Not right now. I'm happy with Zappa. You were always amused by the pun that is these two names form. Yeah, when I first went there and I saw like a mention of Go or something like that, I was like, oh, you know, I wonder what's going on with Van or something. It was something along those lines, and it turned out, you know, that was how things were going. We will open fire on any suspicious ship if they do not respond to our call. When you travel by ship, I advise you to be careful. Inform me immediately if you find anything. I have found so many things. And I am now informing you. Consider yourself informed. Let's see what Homeboy Slice is doing. No, he might not actually be here. This world. What brings you here? You shouldn't come around here on a whim. Spirits here will wake if you disturb them. Living beings are too radiant for the spirits. Just last night, a man's spirit disappeared at my bedside. He said his name was Getz or something. Probably another lost soul still attached to this world, very common around here. In any case, it's nothing concerning you. Now run along and go home. I know a Getz. Boy. Check the sword in the ground over there, but it was just a rusted sword. Probably called a sacred sword in honor of a lost member. Beneath the sacred sword, the warriors lie. Grandmaster Garai, Grandmaster Dario. Oh, okay, so they are still both dead? Question mark? Garai, forgive me. Pretty sure those are the names in the other world as well. They were just mentioning Dario as if he was alive or something. What could be happening? I've gone everywhere I can go. Can it be you, Sir Lynx? You are safe, sir. Where have you been all this time? We've set up a temporary military dock beyond this point. Nobody may pass without permission from the Commander Norris, not even you, Sir Lynx. Commander Norris is at the ruins of Viper Manor. Please report your current status to him immediately. Yeah, I've got some other things that I want to do. I needed to save like 18 minutes ago. And I remembered 15 minutes ago. And then forgot. Let's mark.